Good evening. Now can you hear me? Okay, right. Okay. Okay, last week, Wednesday, we completed our statistic lesson with all graphical expressions. In a special session, we discussed all type of graphical expressions. What's the meaning of frequency curve and what's the meaning of the uh, histogram and frequency polygon, and what's the meaning of the sorry, what's the meaning of cumulative frequency, and what's the meaning of percentage cumulative frequency. Yes, everything we discussed. Yeah. Hi. Today we are going to discuss before that your fourth exam, revision exam number 4. It's a 3-hour paper. 3 hours paper. 3 hours paper. I will send you the paper structure. I'll send you paper structure tomorrow morning. Still, the paper is not finalized. It will be held. Give me a second. Okay. Sorry. Okay. This is exam number 4. Exam number 4. It's a 3-hour paper. The date, day after tomorrow, 2nd of April. Not tomorrow, tomorrow point. Second, day after tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's 3-hour paper with, you have to ready for a lot of statistic questions. You have to ready for statistic questions. You have 2 statistic essay questions. You have 2 stat essay questions. BST paper class. Morning. Oh. Kiyarada. Okay. Okay. Mm, 7 to 12 paper class, no? How about Friday morning? Friday morning. Others? About Friday morning? Habib? Are you okay? Friday morning. Same time. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Dihini? Oh. Then let's. How about Thursday after 1 p.m.? 1 to 4? 2nd of Thursday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Others, Fatima? Okay. Okay, Samia. Samia, do it Friday. I'll give you time on Friday, Friday morning. Others, others can do it on Thursday. Okay, it's better. Hi. Let's go to questions. Okay, last week we discussed all graphical expressions and they are quartile calculations. First quartile and second quartile is the median and how to calculate third quartile using interquartile, using using what we call the percentage cumulative frequency curve and cumulative frequency curves. Hari. Now, past papers, as I told last week, now 2000 to 2015 to 2015 to 2025. 2025, how many papers? 11 past papers. Yeah, 11 past papers. No? All past paper has statistic essay question. It's compulsory question. It's compulsory question. Every past paper has a statistic question. Statistic is a question. Stat is a question. Therefore, this lesson is very, very important. If you can complete your statistic question within 25 to 30 minutes, definitely you can. If you correctly do it, definitely you can get 7.5 marks from 100. Only from the statistic lesson. Not only that, in MCQ part also, two questions. Then only statistic lesson you can score 9.5 from 100. 9.5 you can score 100 only statistic lesson. Okay, therefore it is very, very important. Hi. 2015. Do you have past papers? Do you have past papers? Joel? Tino? Okay, get the 2016 to 2015 one already discussed, no? It's simple frequency distribution question. Okay, let's get 2016 paper. 2016 essay question, as I remember, question number 5. Okay. Consider the given ungrouped frequency distribution. 2016 paper. You have to get printouts, okay? All 2025 paper, I will give you 2025 paper. 2015 to 2024, you have 10 past papers. You have to get printouts. That's compulsory. Now you have another 3 months. 3 months for working. Now this is a final day for March. This is a final day for March. Then April, May, and June, and July. So July you can keep for ready for exam. These are final months for ready for exam. Then for working you have only 3 months. This final 3 months very important. 3 months very important. You have to complete everything and you have to again practice and revise everything that we have that you have done up to now. Okay. Therefore, you have to get printouts and complete your. You should have full idea about all past paper questions before go to exam. I will give you all model paper, translated model papers as well in final 3 months, in next month. First week of May, I will give you model papers as well. Okay, therefore, you have huge workload. Therefore, you have to manage your time within these 3 months very well. Okay, first MCQ question. Consider the given ungrouped frequency distribution. What is the mean of this distribution? What's the mean of this distribution? Okay, this is a value. The value, this is a ungrouped frequency distribution. Ungrouped frequency distribution. Do you remember this? These are second one, no? I told 3 main types of analysis methods, no? What's the first one? Simple frequency distribution, ungrouped frequency distribution, and group frequency distribution. This is an ungrouped frequency distribution. What is a mean? Okay, how to calculate mean? The value we call, the data we called as xi, and frequency we called as fi xi. To calculate the mean, we have to get additional column. We have to get additional column. What is the name of this column? fi xi. Fi xi. Now 3 into 4, it is 12. 4 into 9, 36. 5 into 8, 40. 3 into 6, 18. Now you can get the fi xi, the summation of fi xi. 12 plus 38. 8 plus 8, 6. 2, 5, 9, 106, right? 106 is the summation of fi xi column. The summation of fi xi column 106. 106. Hi. Then what's the next step? Get the fi value, the summation of fi column. What's the summation of fi? 13 plus 8, 21. 21 plus 3, 24. 24. Okay, ungrouped frequency distribution mean calculation. What is the equation? Sigma fi xi. Now, no need equations. It is MCQ. Sigma fi xi, that means 106 divided by 24. Okay, what is the answer? What's the answer? It's 4.4. Two very simple questions. It's 1 mark. It's 1 mark. Very simple. Question number 27. The speed of 18 motor vehicles passing at a particular point on a road are summarized as shown in the table. Again, read the speed of 18 motor vehicles passing at a particular point on a road. Okay, that means there is a road like this, and this is a particular point. This is a speed of vehicles. It has summarized the speed of vehicles passing this particular point. What are the lower boundary and the less than cumulative frequency of the 3039 class respectively? Okay, first you have to select 3039 class. That means second class, right? 3039 class means second class. Okay. Now, what are they asking? The lower boundary. Lower boundary. First of all, please tell me, is it continuous group frequency? Now it is group frequency distribution. No, it has groups. No, simple. Now they are group frequency distributions. They are groups. Now tell me, is it continuous or discrete? Is it continuous group frequency distribution or discrete group frequency distribution? Definitely it is. But it is very good. Sarmia, is it continuous or discrete? No. Check again. This is a table. 2029 again starting at 30. It has gap. What's the meaning of continuous frequency distributions? They don't have gaps between classes. They don't have gaps between classes. But 20, it is start complete, it is finished. The first class finish value, final value 29, but second class starting value 30. It has a gap 30 minus 29, gap 1. Understood? Yes. It has a gap. If there is no any gap, that we call as continuous group frequency distribution, like this. If it is continuous like this, 20, 29, again starting 29. No any gap. 29 minus 29, 0. 29 minus 29, 0. Hurry. Okay. Now, what is the question? What are the lower boundaries and less than cumulative frequency? What is the lower boundary first? Okay, how? If it is continuous group frequency distribution, I told class limits equal to class boundaries. They are class limits, no? They are class limit equal to class boundaries if it is continuous. But is it continuous now? No, it is not continuous. It is discrete. Okay, if it is discrete, I told class limits and class boundaries are different. Class limits and class boundaries are different. Do you remember what is the definition for class boundaries? If we make class limits without gaps, They are the class boundaries. Remember, if you make class limits, if you convert class limit into continuously actually without gaps between classes, that we called as a class boundaries. These values we called as class boundaries. Now 20, 29, 30, 30, 39, they have gaps. Therefore, they are class limits, not class boundaries. Class boundary main characteristic, they don't have gap between classes. Gaps ne. That's the main characteristic. Now, how to convert this discrete class limit into class boundaries? What's the method? How we can convert this class limit into class boundaries? How? Yes, we can divide the gap. First, we can get the gap only 1. 1 divided by 2, it is 0.5. 0.5 subtract from lower boundary and add to the upper boundary. Then what are the class boundaries? 19.5, 29.5. Again starting 29.5, 39.5. 39.5, 49.5. 49.5, 59.5. Understood? Dini? It's a very simple lesson. Simple lesson actually. Very simple questions asking. Sarmia? Okay, if you got this 30, 39 group, that means second group class boundaries 29.5, 39.5 are the class boundaries. The question asks, what is a lower class boundary? What's the lower class boundary? It is 29.5. The 39.5 is upper class boundary. That we called as UCB, sorry, LCB. 29.5 is the LCB, lower class boundary. 39.5 is the UCB, upper class boundary. Upper class boundary. Now you got answer 29.5. Lower class boundary 29.5. 29.5. Then the cumulative frequency, I told without less than or more than that word, if they ask cumulative frequency, always you have to get less than cumulative frequency. Matakai? Always you have to get less than cumulative frequency, no need more than cumulative frequency. Okay. Okay, now what is less than cumulative frequency? 3. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 plus 5, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. Okay, then second class cumulative frequency 11. Second class cumulative frequency 11. Answer number 2 again. Any doubt? Very simple. Now, if you got these two answers, you have 2 marks. Okay. Okay, first part of this question we discussed, no? As I remember. Please confirm that. How many parts we discussed? Kucharakrad, Habir, how many parts did it completed? Dihini? As I remember, one day we discussed this question, part of this question, isn't it? Nad? Yes or no? No? Fatima? Up to fifth part we have discussed. Hari. Okay. If you can't remember, let's start beginning. It's simple, no? It's simple. Calculate the first quartile and third quartile of the length. Calculate the interquartile range of the length of a metal rod from this calculated value. What can you conclude about the length variation of metal rod? We discussed, no? Dehini? Karanende? Up to for fifth part. Yeah, until fifth part we have discussed. Okay. Then come to question part 6. Construct a group frequency distribution for the length of a metal rod using class intervals 495, 497, 498, 500. That's a question. Calculate the mean of the group frequency distribution using a suitable measure. Assume mean using a suitable assume mean. You can decide. You can decide assume mean. Using a suitable assume mean, include values required for the calculation in the same group frequency table. Yeah, you can get additional columns in the same table. In the same table. In the same table. In the same table. Okay. Do you remember calculate the first part answer? What's the mean of this distribution without group frequency distribution method? Normal method. If you calculate the mean of this distribution using normal method, what's the normal method? You can add all these values and divide by number of data. What's the answer? Well then, හදලන් තියෙන්නේ 500.6. 500.6 milli centimeters, no? Centimeters. 500.6 centimeter is the actual mean. Okay. Let's see this. Let's compare this answer with our group frequency answers. Okay. You can learn something by this question. Hari. Construct a group frequency distribution for the length of a metal rod using a class interval 495. Okay. This is the group frequency distribution. I think you have completed them. Okay, they are the class limits. Class limits. Class limits. They are the class limits. Okay, what are the class limits? What are the class limits? 495. And can you send me what is the maximum value of this distribution? What's the maximum value of the given distribution? That's very important for our class limits. Maximum. Find the maximum value of this distribution. It's 500. Kill. Answer. Fatima, what is the maximum value of this distribution? Others 506. Yes, this is the maximum value. Now, in the question, the class limit pattern already given. No? Class limit pattern already given. Class limit pattern already given. Okay, what's the class limit pattern? 595, 97. Again start 98. Then is continuous or discrete? Continuous or discrete? Is it continuous or discrete? Sarmya. 495, 497. Again start 498, 500. Is it continuous or discrete? Sarmya. Amina. Is it continuous or discrete? Good, it is discrete. Okay, 500. Then next value always 501, 503, 504, 506. That enough, no? That's why I asked you what is the maximum value. That enough. If you got another group, if you got additional group, it's frequency zero. It's useless. It's useless. No usage. Okay, then you can add tally marks. Tally marks. Tally marks. Frequency. Frequency or FI. FI column. FI column. FI column. Hari. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's add tally marks. Okay, how to add tally marks? First value 495. 495 first group. 498 second group. 506 3 4. 506, 503 and 504. Okay, please fill these tally marks. 500, 500, 1, 2, 5. 500, 1, 2, 5. 97, 98, 98. 97, 98, 98. 1202. 1, 2, 0. 0 means 500. 2, 1, 2, 1. 99, 99, 1. 99, 99, 1. Okay, they are the tally marks. They are the tally marks. They are the tally marks. Okay, now you can fill our frequency column. 2. It's 2, no? 7, 7, and 3. Now you can add one value has missed. Okay. Could you get this frequency? Can you send your frequency values? Because again, it is very difficult to find the missed value. Dihini, did you get previous? This one 8. Good. It's 8. Then 2, 7, 8, 3. Good. Please check others. Please check your answers. It's very simple. Just add tally marks. Just adding tally marks. Okay, that's the frequency now. That's the frequency, and this is the group frequency table now. This is a group frequency table now ready. Now group frequency table ready. Then calculate the mean of the group frequency distribution using a suitable assume mean method. Assume mean method. If you calculate, okay, without considering this assume mean method, if you calculate normal method, do you have marks? You got the same answer. Do you have marks? Kabir? If you got mean by sigma fi xi divided by sigma fi method, do you have marks? Hambid lakun. No, you have only 0 marks. Okay, therefore you have to use assume mean method. Now I have already explained. I have explained. Include values required for the calculation in the same table. Same table. Now this is our table. Okay, let's add these values. Okay, to calculate the mean by assume mean method, how many columns required? How many columns required? We need additional 3 columns. 3 more columns. We need 3 more columns. Okay, what are the columns? The first one, class limit. Sorry, not class limit, class mark. Sorry, class mark. Class mark. This is xi. Xi, remember, xi. This is xi. The second one, the additional second one, derivatives. 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 Derivatives mean di. Di. Simple di. Fi xi di. Finally, we don't need fi xi. We need fi di. The multiplication is deviations. Multiplications is deviations. Hurry. Okay, now get your values. Okay, what are the class mark? And what is the meaning of the class mark? මොකක්ද අපි class mark කියන්නේ? That's the midpoint of any class. That's the midpoint of any class. Okay, how to calculate class mark? How to calculate class mark? Joel, what's the equation? Class mark equation? Class mark equation? Yes, upper boundary or upper limit add with lower boundary or lower limit divide by 2. I told class mark we can calculate using boundary or limits both. දෙකම use කරන්න පුළුවන්. But very important, class sizes. For calculation of class size, you can only use class boundaries. You can't use class limits. මතකයිද? හරි. Now 495 plus 497 divide by 2. Divide by 2. What's the class mark? It is 496. 496. 498 plus 500 divide by 2. 499. 499. Okay, now you can understand the order. Then you can fill 499 plus another 3. 502. 502 plus another 3, 505. 505. If you want, you can take again final one. 405 plus 406 divided by 2, it is 400. Sorry, 504 plus 506 divided by 2, it is 505. 505. It's 505. Okay. It's 505. Okay, next. Okay, what is the base assume mean for this one? What's the base assume mean? Now you can select anyone. What do you think? Which one better to get as assume mean? Fatima, which one is best? It's no any rule. You can use anyone because a question given, you can choose assume mean. Using a suitable assume mean, you can get any reason. You can get any value with reason. Okay, what do you think? What is the best one? Dihini, what's the best assume mean? Yes, 502 best because it is a mean, sorry, mode, no? It's a mode value. Okay, it's knowing rule. I just got 502, the mode class limit as the assume mean. 502 is assume mean now. Okay, derivation 502 minus 502, it is 0. 502 minus 502, it is 0. 499 minus 502, it is minus 3. 496 divided by 500. So what? Minus 3. 496 divided by 502, it is minus 6. Minus 6. 505 minus 502, it is plus 3. Plus 3. Hurry. Now you can get FIDI multiplication value. FIDI frequency, first group frequency 2, multiplied by minus 6 minus 12. 7 into 3, 21 minus 21. 8 into 0, 0. 3 into 3, 9. 3 into 9. Okay, now I want sigma Fi di. Sigma Fi di. Okay, what's the value of sigma Fi di? Sigma Fi di. Minus 12 minus 21 mean minus 33. Minus 33. Minus 33. It is plus 9. Okay, minus 33 plus 9. What is the answer? Minus 27, right? Check run. Minus 27. Minus 27. It's minus 27. Okay, now you can get the sigma Fi. Sigma Fi. What is the sigma Fi? 2 plus 7, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 12 plus 8, 20. It's 20 data. 20 data. 24. How you got 24? Sorry. It is 33, no? Yeah, 12. Yeah, 21 plus 2, 23 plus 10, 23. Sorry, 33. Sorry, 33 plus 9. Yeah, it is 24. Minus 24. Good. Sorry, mistake. Minus 24. Minus 24. Minus 24. Next, how to get the mean? The mean calculation x bar equal what's the assume mean a or simple a, no? Assume mean plus sigma I equal 1 to n fi di over sigma I equal 1 to n fi. Okay, what does assume mean? Assume mean 502 plus minus 24 divide by 20. Minus 24 divided by 20. 24 divided by 20 mean what's the value? It's 1 point value. One point two. 1.2, but it is minus 1.2. Then 200, 402 minus 1.2, it is 400, 502 minus 1.2, it is 1.2, it is 508 now. 500.8. 500.8 centimeters. 500.8 centimeters. 500.8 centimeters. But I have a problem. What's my problem? Why, if you got mean, if you calculate the mean using as a group frequency distribution, it's mean 500.8 centimeters, sorry. But if you got the actual mean of the distribution using normal method as simple frequency distribution, that's 500.6. Okay, that's the actual value. What is the reason our group frequency method is different? What is the reason? Can anyone explain? Actually, this is the value, this is a mean, but if you got used as a group frequency distribution, it is different. Can anyone explain? Can anyone explain what is the reason? That was exam question in 2018, as I remember. What's the reason? Hey, this is actual mean, but if you got using group frequency method, if you got normal method to assume mean method, it little bit different. It is not the accurate value. What's the possible reason? Habib, what's the possible reason? Anyone? I change it. What's the reason? Anyone? Salmia? If you add these all numbers and divide by number of data, this is the actual mean. It is 500.8, 500.6. But if you develop as same distribution, if you develop as group frequency distribution, and if you got by assume mean method or normal method, if you got mean, it little bit difference. It little bit difference. Is it because of the class mark? Yes, that is the reason. That's the reason. In group frequency distribution, the entire class represented by the class mark. The entire class, we think the entire class represented by the class mark, but that can be vary. That can be vary. Sometimes the all data can be 497. We don't know. We don't know. It has two frequency. That means two values between 495 and 497. But we don't know it is 495 or 497, or we think both values 496 class mark. I got that's only using group frequency distribution method, we can get only approximate value. Using class mark, we can get only approximate value. If you need true value, accurate value, you have to follow our first method. You have to add all numbers of the distribution and divide by number of data. Understood? Tirnada? Sarmia? Amina? If not, please ask me. Kabir, you all understood? Hi. Okay, that's the difference. Hi. Fasting blood sugar level of 40 office employees are summarized in the table below. Are summarized in the table below. Hari. Ita kaliන්, before that, now you can understand these statistic questions are very simple. What is the main challenge? Statistic questions are very simple and you know everything. Any question you can manage now. Now, what is the main problem? What's the main challenge? The main challenge, complete this question within 25 minutes. That's actually challenge. Only discuss, only for discussion, we need to get more than 1 hour, no? For one essay question. Okay, that's the main problem. That's why I told you have to practice. Now you already know everything. Okay, come on, then mean calculation, all methods have I explained, normal method, assume mean methods, and how to develop group frequency distributions. Everything I have explained. Now, what's your job? You have to practice your speed now. You have to speed up your process. The drawing tables and drawing graphs, you have to speed up to complete this question within 25 minutes. Within 25 minutes. And if you can complete, if you can select these statistic question in the exam, you have additional advantage. You can get full marks. You can get full marks for one essay question because all questions are very simple. Not two science questions. No advanced science question. It's very simple question. Therefore, but if you without proper practice, if you select this question, you have to get more than 1 hour for this statistic question. It will be effective your other parts. So make a try karan. You have to take more time for this question. Therefore, if you select statistic question, now you have practice perfect. At least complete this question within 20 minutes. You have to practice. That's why I told you have to complete all past paper questions first. For the blood sugar levels of 40 office employees are summarized in the table below. Fasting blood sugar level, number of employees. Draw a cumulative frequency curve for the data. Okay, before now it is cumulative frequency, no? For cumulative frequency curve, which type of curve you need to draw? Less than cumulative frequency or more than cumulative frequency? Okay, this is a less than cumulative shape. Less than cumulative frequency curve or more than cumulative frequency curve? What do you think? Less than cumulative frequency curve or more than cumulative frequency curve? Which type of curve you need to draw? Sarmia? The question asks just cumulative frequency curve. Fatima? What we need to draw? Less than cumulative or more than cumulative? Now last week I explained cumulative frequency curves two types. No? It's less than cumulative frequency curve and more than cumulative frequency curve. But question given just cumulative frequency, only the cumulative frequency. Then which graph need to be drawn? Sarmia? Kada know. Joel, I clear my question. Now cumulative frequency curves mainly two types, no? More than cumulative frequency curve, sorry, less than cumulative frequency curve and more than cumulative frequency curve. The increasing one is a less than, meya less than. This is a more than. Okay, now it is two types. My question, the exam question given only cumulative frequency curve. My question, which graph we need to be drawn? More than or less than or both? Khabir? Dihini? Joel? More than graph or less than graph for both graphs? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක්ද අඳින්න ඕනේ? දැන් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. We have two graphs. Dihini? Fatima? Yeah. Less than only. Remember, if they not mention anything, draw a cumulative frequency curve for the data. Always you have to draw less than cumulative frequency curve. Less than cumulative frequency curve. If they only mention draw the more than cumulative frequency curve, only you have to draw more than cumulative frequency. Especially mention karot vitarai, you have to draw, you can draw the more than cumulative frequency. Understood? Hari. Okay. Less than cumulative frequency mean actually just adding cumulative frequency. 6, 40, 27, 32, 36, 39, 40. Okay, they are the cumulative frequencies. They are the cumulative frequencies. They are the cumulative frequencies. Very simple. They are the cumulative frequencies. Okay. Next. Next, you can take a graph paper. Please take a graph paper and draw a less than cumulative frequency curve on the table, on the graph paper. Sorry. For this. Okay, this is my graph paper now. I'm going to draw less than cumulative frequency curve on this graph paper. Okay, this is my graph. Okay, first of all, I'm going to draw my x-axis and y-axis. Okay, this is my table. Okay, they are the class limits now because they are discrete group frequency distribution. It's a discrete group frequency distribution. Discrete group frequency distribution. Now we can convert that group discrete into class boundaries. How to convert? 59.5, 79.5 because they are gaps only one. 79.5, 99.5. You can convert into class boundaries. How to convert? The gap only one. 1 divided by 2, it is 0.5. 0.5 subtract from the lower boundary and add to the upper bound. Lower boundary එකෙන් අඩු කරා upper boundary එකට add කරා. හරි. 99.5, 119.5, 119.5, 139.5, 139.5, 159.5, 159.5, 179.5, 179.5, 199.5. Okay, they are the class boundaries and they are the frequencies. They are the cumulative frequencies. Now I am going to draw less than cumulative frequency curve. Less than cumulative frequency curve. Okay, first of all, they are the class boundaries. They are the class boundaries. They are the class boundaries. Zero, starting 59.5, 69.5, 79.5, 89.5, 9. Sorry, 59.5, 79.5, 99.5, you have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No issue. You can get in portrait way. 59.5, 79.5, 99.5, 119.5, 139.5, 159.5, 179.5, 199.5. Okay, I told, do you remember? I told to draw the cumulative frequency or percentage cumulative frequency curves, we don't need additional classes. We need additional classes for what? We need additional classes for frequency curve and histogram and frequency polygon. No, Salmia, completely wrong. Completely wrong. Always x-axis class boundaries for all graphs. Any graph you can't use class limits. If they given continuous class, continuous class limit equal to class boundaries, then you can use Salmia. Only for continuous groups. frequency distributions. But if they given discrete frequency distribution, you have to convert into class boundaries before draw any type of table, any type of graph. All type of graphs, x-axis class boundary, class boundary, class boundary, class boundary. Okay, what you doing tomorrow? What's your plan tomorrow? Do you have any class? Tomorrow? Do you have any class? OAD. What are the classes? I see. Can't we get extra session to discuss these past paper questions? Today we can discuss maximum, but we can't complete. Today we can discuss 2016 and 17. But product, up to 2000, at least to discuss 2020. At what time you have ICT class? Morning? Then we can get morning. Evening we have theory class. Others? How about tomorrow morning? Your plans? Habib? Morning? Habib, is it morning? Oh. However, we can get evening time, we can get for past paper discussions. Then let's start little early, no? 5 p.m. Because we need more time for discuss these questions. That's the problem. Okay, I'll let you know in the group. Okay, let's try to complete maximum today. Okay, they are the class boundaries, and this is the y-axis. Y-axis always you're drawing it. Now it is cumulative frequency. Then y-axis cumulative frequency. Don't add frequency. Okay, it's cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. This is y-axis. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. Class boundary cumulative frequency. Now cumulative frequency maximum 40. Maximum 40. Then you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, better to get 4 by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 80, not 80, 20. 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. That's it. That's good. Hard. Now you have represent all graph paper. You have used all graph paper. You are correct. Hard. Then what to do? Mark relevant data. Hurry. Now tell me. Now I am going to draw which type graph? Less than cumulative frequency. Yes, no problem, Kavi. Joel, you can get 5 by 5, but it is එතකොට එන්නේ මේ හරියට විතරයි නේද? That's problem. The upper part is empty, no? Am I correct? Yeah, that's the problem. That's I got 4 by 4. You have to manage space to represent the entire graph paper as maximum as possible. You don't need to use all boxes, but you have to represent all entire graph paper. You can't get your graph only for side of graph paper. That's why I got 4 by 4. Hurry, understand? And you have to get, now you can see in the x-axis 0, 59.5, the gap 59.5. 59.5 to 79.5 only 20. Then you have to add this mark. Hard. Now, first class 59.5, 79.5, the cumulative frequency 6. Now tell me where we mark this 6, on upper boundary or lower boundary? Where we mark? කොහෙද mark කරන්නේ? On upper boundary or lower boundary? Fatima, where we need to mark? On upper boundary or lower boundary? Amina, where we need to mark? Now first class 59.5 to 79.5, the cumulative frequency value 6. Where we need to mark this? On 59.5 or 79.5? Now this is a 6. This is a 6. This is a 6. කොහෙද mark කරන්නේ? Joel, on 59.5 or 79.5? Sarmia, Dihini? Yes, very good. On 79.5, because it is less than cumulative frequency curve. For less than cumulative frequency curve, always we mark data on upper class boundary. Okay, 59 to 79 point. The upper class boundary 79.5. Okay, this is a point 6. This is a 6. 6. Now 40. Again upper bound 40. 40. 27. Yeah, this is the 26 and this is the 27. 27. 32, 36, 32, 36, 39, 40. 39, 40. Okay, they are the points. Now you can draw very smooth line like this. Starting from first class lower boundary, you can draw very smooth. Sorry. Normally, this cumulative frequency curves S shape. S shape. Okay, I can't get exact shape, but you can draw using your sharp pencil. You can draw this graph correctly, but in this board, it is very difficult. Okay, මෙහෙම නෙවෙයි එන්න ඕනේ. You have draw a sharp curve. දැන් මේක තැන තැන මේ bend වෙලානේ. That's not acceptable. You have to draw a sharp graph. Smooth graph. Smooth curve. Okay, that is a cumulative frequency curve or less than cumulative frequency curve. Less than cumulative frequency curve. Okay, any doubt? Do you have any doubt? Okay, this is the graph. This type graph. It's correct. Smooth graph. Okay. Complete and clear? Hari. This is a question now. What is the percentage of employees? This is the most important thing. What's the percentage of employees? What's the percentage of employees are having blood sugar level above 100.5, above 100.5 milligram per liter, milligram per deciliter. Don't need to think about this unit. Okay, above, more than 100.5, 100.5. Okay, what do you think? More than 100.5. I bala. What is the percentage of employees are having blood sugar level more than 100.5? Okay, how to calculate? They are the questions actually, exam questions. Okay, now question asks more than 100.5. Okay, now you can find 100.5 on your class boundaries, right? On your class boundaries, because blood sugar level we got as class limits, no? Then class limits or class boundaries given in the x-axis. Okay, our x-axis we can select now. Now we can select 100.5. Now we have, this is a 99.5, right? This is a 99.5. This is a 99.5 and it has 10 boxes between 99.5 to 119.5. The gap 20. Gap 20. Gap 20. 119.5 minus 99.5, it is 20. But it's represented by 10 boxes, 10 small boxes, right? Clear? 10 small boxes. Remember? It's represented by 10 small boxes. 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 represented by 10 boxes. 20 represented by 10 boxes. Now, sorry. Now 20 represented by 10 boxes. Now, first of all, we have to find the 100.5 on this class boundary column. Okay, if you got one box, it is represent 2. 10 boxes represent 20 gap, then one box represent 2 values. I got, that's why I told please always select this type graph paper. This type graph papers. Hurry. Remember, I got one small box represent 2. One small box represent 2. Now if you got half box, it represent only 1. Okay, then 99.5, half small box, like this. This is a midpoint. This is the 100.5. This midpoint is a 100.5. This midpoint is a 100.5. Midpoint is a 100.5. Okay, first select 100.5 on the table. Quickly. Select 100.5 on the table. X-axis. I got, the question asks more than this level. Hurry, more than this level. Okay, now you can draw a dash line. Now you can draw a dash line, dash straight line, using your ruler, dash line, until meet your graph. Until meet your graph. Then you can get this amount. Okay, what is your answer? What's your answer? What's your value? No problem. You can do writings, but better to draw by pencil. These numbers, if you want, you can use pen. No problem. For numbers or these label axis labels, you can use pen. No problem. But drawings, try to do always by pencil, using pencil. Hari, what's the value you got? Dini? කියවගේ දාලා 14.5. Others, first find the 100.5 on the table x-axis plus boundaries and draw a dashed line until meet the graph less than cumulative frequency curve. Then draw a horizontal line until meet the y-axis. Then get this value. Fatima? Yeah. Yeah. If you got 14 or 14.5, you have marks. But it is what happened? Is it more than 100.4, 100.5 or less than 100.5? Remember, it is less than 100.5. It's 14.5 mean 14.5 mean it's less than 1.5. Less than 1.5. Less than 1.5. If you need, actually it is 14 because the number of patient can't be 14.5, right? Okay, let's see, it is 14 approximately. 14 approximately 14. 14, no problem, they within the range, with less than 100.5, but I want the percentage of more than 100.5. More than 100.5, actually this range, this out of range, this out of range, this out of range, this is a more than 100.5. Then you can say 40 minus 14. 40 minus 14. 40 minus 14 is 40 minus 14 is more than 100.5. More than 100.5. The total 40 you can get as a percentage, 100%. 100%. What's the 40 minus 40 mean? What's the actual value? 40 minus 40. 40 minus 14. 26. 26. The total 40. 100%. This is a more than percentage. Okay, they are the things you need to practice. Now the question asks regarding graph. Graph again tamahan. Okay, now it is 2 and 5. Then 2 and 13. 13 into 5. 65% more than 100.5. Only 35% less than 100.5. Understood? Okay, that is a 2016 exam question. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask now. Salmia? Dihini? Understood? Final one? Hi. Okay, let's move into 2017 question. Go to 2017 A-level paper. Kabir, understood? Fatima? Good. 2025 result release, I think today midnight or tomorrow morning. Very good question. Question number 6. 2017 question number 6. Okay. Question 2017 question number 6. The group frequency distribution of the weight in grams of 75 homs of banana of the same type is given below. The group frequency distribution of the weight in grams. Grams. It is given in grams, no? Of 75 of banana cones of the same type is given below. Okay. Complete the above table. Hari. මේක ඇඳලාද තියෙන table එක? Has it drawn this table? Yes, right? Hari. Okay. Now class limits given. Class limits given. Okay. Now it is very important. See, it is continuous or discrete. This group frequency distribution, continuous or discrete? What do you think? Is it continuous or discrete? Is it continuous or discrete? Discrete. Discrete, and it is special, no? It has gap 10. The first class 730, 770, but second class 780, starting 780. Gap only 10. 10. It's interesting. Okay, now what is the gap? 10. Then 10 divided by 2, it is 5. 5 subtract from lower boundary and add to the upper boundary. Api hadam class boundaries. Very important question. Very interesting. Okay, 725. 775. Add to the upper boundary and subtract from lower boundary. 775. 825. 825. 875. 875. 925. 925. 975. 975. 1025. Okay, they are the class boundaries. Very simple. Sarmi, understood? Joel? Always, please remember these methods. Don't try to remember calculations. Then you will be very trouble. මේ අපි කරන විදි විතරක් මතක තියාගන්න. Just methods. Okay, how to convert class limits into class boundary if it is discrete group frequency distribution? Get the gap divide by 2, then this value, this divided value, subtract from lower boundary and add to the upper boundary. Now it is gap 10 divided by 2, it is 5 subtract from lower boundary and add to the upper boundary. 730 subtract 5, it is 725, add to the upper boundary, it is 775. මතකයි? හරි, class mark is a midpoint of any class. Add කරලා ගන්න, add class limits divide by 2. 730 into 770. 70 plus 30, it is 100. 700, 700, 100, 1400. Then plus 100, 1500. 1500 divided by 2, 750. 80 plus 20, 100. 1600, no? 1600 divided by 2, it is 800. I think this is a pattern, 850. 900. 950 and 1000. Then you can check. Yeah, correct. No, correct. They are the class limit. Sorry, class mark. Mid values. Mid values. Cumulative frequency. It's not given more than or less than. Then which one you have to use? Less than cumulative frequency. Then බලන්න එකක් කරාම others are very simple. Others are very simple. Give me a second. Okay, cumulative frequency. Okay, cumulative frequency. How to use cumulative frequency? Adding frequencies. No, it is less than. Don't add class marks. මෙයාලා කොටක් වරද්ද ගන්නවා. Class marks වලින් cumulative frequency. You can't. Wrong. Always cumulative frequency get by frequency. Then 10. 10 plus 30, 40. 40 plus 20, 60. 60 plus 11, 71. 71, 3, 74. 75. 75. Okay. They are the cumulative frequencies. They are the cumulative frequencies. They are the cumulative frequencies. Hurry. That's the table. Very simple. Any doubt? Done, right? Okay. Answer the following questions using above completed group frequency table or group frequency distribution. Calculate the mean weight of the comb of banana. Okay, now what is the method you want to use? The question asks mean. Assume mean method or normal method. What's the method? What's the method you have to use? Khabir, assume mean method or normal method to calculate the mean now. It don't have mentioned any method. It just asking mean. What's the method? Assume mean method or FIXI method or assume mean FIDI method. What do you think? Yeah, normal method fine, but if you want, you can use assume mean method as well, because no any method mention. Both method you can get same answer if you follow all correct steps. Both methods correct. Both methods correct. Alright. Okay, let's now assume mean method we discussed previous. Okay, let's follow normal method. In normal method, the class mark is xi. Class mark is xi and frequency is fi. Then you only need to get additional one column, that is FIXI. FIXI. Now 7,500. 750 into 10. 800 into 30. 800 into 30. 8 into 3, 24,000. 850 into 2. 1,700. 17,000. 99. 20. Final 1,000. 950 into 3. 2,850. Okay, now you can get FIXI summation. Sigma FIXI. Sigma FIXI. Sigma FIXI. Sigma FIXI. Okay, what are the value of sigma FIXI? Sigma FIXI. Okay, what is effect Fi xi? Sigma Fi xi. Quickly. We don't have time. Quickly, quickly. Dihini, what's the sigma effect Fi xi? 62,250. Correct? 62,250. Is that correct? Correct, right? Okay. Now the frequency it is given it's 75, and you can get in cumulative frequency also given the summation is 75. Okay, then you can get the mean. What's the means? X bar equal sigma I equal 1 to n Fi xi divide by sigma I equal 1 to n Fi. Fi is 75, 62,250. Now you can get the mean very simple. Very simple. Okay, what's the mean? 62,000. 62,250 divided by 75. 75. It is 830 gram. 830 gram is it's gram, because all answers, all data given in grams. It has mentioned, see, in grams. 830 gram is the answer. Mean. That's the mean. 830 gram. 830 gram. Grams. Hurry. Done. Calculate the production cost of this banana lot. If the production cost of 1 kilogram is 100 rupees, 1 kilogram per 1 kilogram production cost 100 rupees. Then the question asks, what is the production cost for this banana lot? Okay, can you calculate this? You have to think little bit. Hurry, I'll give you 1 minute to calculate this. Could you get this? Calculate the production cost of this banana lot. If the production cost of this 1 kilogram of banana is 100 rupees. Okay. Approximately, how about the amount? How many kilograms in this? How many kilograms in this lot? How many kilograms in this lot? Approximately, how many kilograms in this lot? It is 62, no? 62.25. How I got? No, Joel, 62.25, another 250 grams also there. No? Because 730, between 730 gram and 770 gram, 10, then approximately I got 750 represent first group. Then this value multiplied by 10. Then I got 7,500. 7,500 means 7 kilogram and 500 grams. Okay, if you got overall bulk, overall lot, it is 62.25 kilogram. 62.25 kilogram. Very simple. 62.25 kilogram. That means per 1 kilogram it is 100 rupees. Then 62.25 multiplied by 100, it is 6,225 rupees. If you have in doubt, please ask me. 6,000 6,225 rupees. Very simple. Sadmi, understood?
කලවල උඹලකඩ වගේ අයියයි හපන්න
හරි. දැන් අපි බලමු next one. Next one. Find the possible maximum and minimum value of the raw data set. Do you remember in the maximum possible range and minimum possible range? Okay, what are the values? Maximum possible range and minimum possible range. Okay, what is the maximum possible value for range? Maximum range 1020 minus 730. That is the maximum value for possible range. Okay, what's the value? Maximum possible range. In the lesson we discussed maximum possible range 1020 minus 730. It is, what's the value? Maximum possible value 1020 minus 730. It's 290. The maximum possible value 290. 290, very simple. 290 grams. Grams, grams. The minimum possible value? Minimum possible value 980 minus 770. That's the minimum possible value. In the lesson, do you remember I explained this in the group frequency distribution analysis lesson? 980 minus 770. 210. 210. Minimum value 210 grams. Okay, understood? Clear? Habib, Joel? හරි මේ අපි කරා that we discussed in the lesson. හරි. Next question, draw the cumulative frequency curve on the graph sheet provided. What is the previous year question? What's the previous year? That means 2016 year question, cumulative frequency. 2017 question again, draw the cumulative frequency. Did you see? The same question again asked. Then what you need to improve? You need to improve your time management. That's the most important thing in exam, especially for statistic question. You can see no any new questions asking, same type questions asking, but if you're not perfectly practice, you have to get, if you know everything, you have to get more than 50 minutes for this question. Therefore, if you need to get full marks for this question, you have to practice and you have to manage your time perfect. At least 30 minutes you have to complete this question. Draw a cumulative frequency curve on the graph sheet provided. Then always exam they provide graph sheet. They will provide graph sheet. Okay, cumulative frequency column. Now this is a cumulative frequency column. Okay, let's draw. Let's draw. So, okay. Okay, let's draw. Okay, this is my x-axis. This is my x-axis. This is my x-axis. And this is my 0. this class boundary. Okay, it is same as previous class boundary. Now you have class boundary column as well, starting from 725, 725, 725, 725, and next one 775. Next one 825, 875, 925, 975. Next 975, 975, 1025. Okay, they are the class boundaries. They are the class boundaries. The next one, cumulative frequency, not the frequency, cumulative frequency. The Y column, cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency, cumulative frequency, cumulative frequency. Okay. And you have to keep remember, you have to add this mark if it is not gap same. 0 to 725 gap 725, but 725 to 775 only gap 50. That's why we get this. We have to put this mark to show this gap difference. To show this gap difference. Okay. To show this gap difference. Hurry. What's the maximum cumulative frequency? 75. 75. Okay, what's the best one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can get only 10. Let's get 10 by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Is there any other method, other possible method? When a method we can get 4 by 4, not enough space, 5 by 5, not enough space, 5 by 5, we have to get 50. Yeah, not enough space. Okay, that's okay, no problem. Now, it is cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means less than cumulative frequency. For less than cumulative frequency, where you need to mark on the upper boundary. Okay, cumulative frequency is 10, 40, 60, 71. Always upper boundary. 10, 10. Upper boundary 10, 40, 60, 71. 40, 40, 60, 71, 71, 74, 74. Finally 75. Oh, sorry. 71. Yeah, correct. 75. Correct, right? No, I have done mistake. 10, 40, 60, 75. 975 දෙකක් දාලා එක 1025. That's don't need. Okay, now you can draw a smooth graph, same as previous. You can draw a smooth graph like this. And it is not smooth. You can draw a smooth graph and finish at the first group lower bound. Can complete at first group lower bound. Simple. Please draw this shape correctly using your pencil. Always use sharp pencil. Sharp pencil. Okay. Complete. Complete, right? Okay. Cumulative frequency curve done. Using the graph drawn in the above part, that's already done. Find the maximum weight of 20% of the least weight. But find the maximum weight of 20% of least weight cones of banana and the minimum weight of 20% of the most weight cones of banana. Maximum weight 20% and minimum present 20%. Yeah, how to calculate? How to calculate? Maximum 20% and minimum 20%. Yeah, good question. Least weight of comb of banana and the maximum weight of 20% of the most weight combs of bananas. Hi, okay, first of all, you have to go to the graph. Okay, first of all, you have to find overall 75 number of combs now. 75 number of combs. And they are the masses. The class boundaries are the masses. Class boundaries are the masses. Hi. Class boundaries are the masses. Now, maximum 20%. Okay, first let's get minimum 20%. Maximum 20%. Least weight of combs of banana. Okay, how to get maximum? Sorry, least weight 20%. How to get least 20%? Least 20% mean now 75 combs of banana. Sorry, 75 combs of banana. 75 multiplied by, sorry, I will change the color. 75 multiplied by 20%. 20 over 100. What is the answer? 2 over 10, 5. Then it is 15. No? 15. You can select first 15. You can select first 15. You can select first 15. I'll take white color. You can select first 15 least and get this mass, and you can get maximum 15 mean 50, no, sorry, 75 ne, 75 වලින් 15 ගියාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? It is 60. 60 වලින් ගන්න. Draw another line. Okay, they are the answers. Okay, this is the least weight. Okay, can you send this value? Your graph, can you send this value? Least 20%, maximum weight. I got this. This is the least 20%. Again, aduma 20%, maximum weight. What's your value? Least 20%. Then are you clear? Samya, Fatima, least 20%, maximum weight. This is a point. Okay, what is the value? Again, you have to get like this. Now 775 to 825, gap 50. But you have only 10 small boxes. 10 small boxes. Then one small box represent 5 grams. 5 grams. Then according to my one, it is 775. This point 780, 785, 790 according to my drawing. But it is not accurate. Penciling and the picking kiyanda. What is your value? Kabir, one small box is 5 grams. Understood? Okay, what's your value? Quickly. Amina, least 20%, maximum weight. Dini, Fatima. Yeah, 785. Good. Others? Sarmia, least 20%, maximum weight. 790. Okay. 780. Okay. No issue. Hi. Now you have to calculate this is the maximum. This is the maximum 20%. The question asks maximum 20%, least weight. Aduma weight. This is a point. I think your graph also it is 875. Am I correct? 875. Isn't it? Amina? Hari. Okay. This is a maximum 20%, least weight. Maximum gram. All answers you have to add grams because all data given in grams. Hari. Perfect. Okay. B. Calculate the selling price of 1 kilogram of banana in order to get 50% profit. If 20% of the total weight of the banana lot is damaged during the transportation. Okay, actually 20% is damaged mean how many kilograms? It's only 15. Yeah, 15 cancer, damage and waste 15. Then 50% profit. We need a 50% profit at least. 50% profit. Okay, that's a rational question. Rational question. Okay. 20% damage and we want to get 50% profit. 50% profit. Hard. Now, actually, how many kilograms? The amount of kilograms to a 62.25 kilogram. No, that's the total amount. 62.25 kilograms. 62.25 kilograms. 62.25 kilogram. Total amount 62.25 kilogram. But the problem 20% lost. 20% lost due to wastage. Then you can get 62.25 into 20%. 20 over 100. 1 over 5, 22 over 25 divided by 5. So 62 over 25 divided by 5. 12.444. 12.444 kilogram wasted. That's a wasted amount. It's the waste, damage. Then only remain 62.25 minus 12.444. 49.806 kilogram only remain. I want 50% profit. I want 50% profit. But the production cost is 100. Production cost is 100. Then balanda, if it is wastage, The production cost is production cost okay, may amount for full amount. What is the production cost? The production cost was the production cost. The production cost. Production cost. The production cost was 62.25 multiplied by 100 rupees. 6,225 is the production cost. If you need 50% profit, 50% profit, you have to get at least the profit requirement. The profit requirement. Profit requirement. The profit requirement 62.25 into 150% may cost එකයි තව 50% profit එකක්. That means 3,100 12.5 rupees. That's a profit requirement. With profit, total income should be, total income should be 3,112.5 plus production cost 6,225. It is 9,337.5. Okay, this is a total income requirement. Total income requirement, but we have only 49.806 kilograms. Then the question asks to get this type profit price of 1 kilogram. Then you can calculate 1 kilogram price. Very simple, right? Only thinking. Only thinking. Only thinking. Now you can write 1 kilogram price, 1 kg price, 1 kilogram price. The total income requirement 3,937.5 divided by 49.806. Very simple. If you have any doubt, please ask me, because they are the questions asking always this type questions. Rupees 187.47 or 5 approximately. Understood? If you're not got this, please let me know. Fatima, understood? Clearly note down the method. Sarmya? Clear? $3,112.5 is a profit job. We need 50% profit. 50% profit mean half from the production cost. Now, okay. Habib. Dini, understood? Hari. It's very simple thing I did step by step. Okay, final part. The damage due to transportation can be minimized to 4% using wooden box. Yes. If 1 kilogram of banana was sold at the same selling price you obtained previous part, calculate the profit percentage when using wooden box. Yeah, if we use wooden box while selling uh, with wooden box, the damage due to transportation can be minimized to 4% using wooden box. We can minimize to 4%. Important. Minimize up to 4%. Up to 4% mean we can minimize by 16%. We can minimize by 16%. The question asks profit percentage. Profit percentage. May bala? Now the total 62.25 kilogram. If we can reduce the wastage up to 4%, it's only waste 25. It's only waste amount. Only waste amount. What's the value? Very small value. 62.25 divided by 25. It is 2.49 kilograms only. 2.49 kilograms only. Okay, 2.49 kilograms only if you use wooden box. Now, if we sell remain amount, then remain amount, remain amount. What's the remain amount? 62.25. 62.25 subtract minus 62.25 minus 2.49. It is 59.76 kilogram is remaining. This much remaining. Okay. Now let's take total income. The question given. If 1 kilogram of banana was sold at the same selling price in the previous question. Okay, the selling price was 187 no. Hari, total income. Total income. Hari, 59.76 kilograms remain now. Multiplied by 1 kilogram price now. 187.45. Very interesting. Get this total income. You have to think now. Okay, what's the total income? 11,202.012 rupees. This is the total income. but not asking income. The question asks, calculate the profit percentage when using wooden boxes. Profit percentage. Profit percentage. Okay, before calculate profit percentage, we can get the profit while using wooden box. Wooden box that the profit take a. Okay, this is the total income. Previously, total income was 9,337. Total profit using profit while using wooden box. Wooden box. What's the amount? 11,202.012 subtract previous income. Previous income 9,337. 9,337.5. Making up in total profit take due to wooden box. Due to wooden box. It's only 1,864.5 rupees. That's the total profit due to wooden box. That's the total profit due to wooden box. Wooden box. Okay, but the question asks profit percentage. Profit percentage. Profit percentage. How to get 1,864.5 divide by total income 11,222.012 multiply by 100%. This is the profit. This is the profit percentage. Very simple. Profit percentage. Multiply by 100. Divide by 11,202.012. It is 16.64. 16.64 percentage. The supplier has 16.64 percentage profit. See at 16.64% profit. Any doubt? Everything clear up to now? Fatima? Dihini, this one okay? Fatima? Sarmia? Kabir? Yeah, Joel. If you did any mistake in previous part, you can't get full marks for other parts. You can't get full marks for next part. ඊළඟ parts වලට full marks ගන්න bad, but not 0 marks. For your steps, for correct step, you will have marks. But for final answer, you don't have marks. because final answer will be wrong if you did mistake in previous part. Okay, that's why you have to careful for structured question and say questions. You have to very careful. If you do any mistake previous question, previous part, that will affect to other parts as well. Okay, therefore very important until final part, until complete any question, you should have idea and you should have a imagination what is the question is asked. Okay, that's very important. Okay, tomorrow let's start little bit early to discuss more. Today we only discussed 2.5 questions. Let's try to complete 4 questions tomorrow. Okay, let's discuss 4 questions tomorrow. Please complete before class. Okay, please complete now. 2017 done, 18, 19, 20, 21. Edit karagin in the morning. 18, 19, 20, 21. They are the questions we discuss in the tomorrow class. And this is the end of statistic lesson. Again, we're not going to discuss statistic only paper discussions only we discussing. As a statistic lesson, we're not going to discuss after tomorrow. Therefore, please, if you have any doubt, please carry your please ask your questions and doubts, and all you can clarify in tomorrow class. Okay, that's the end of today session. Let's meet tomorrow 6 p.m. 6 tomorrow 6. Goodbye. Good night.